Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon, everybody. This is Jay here at Fort Living Room Homestead. Today, I'd like to take you on a little miniature tour and show you what we have been up to the last few days. I hope everybody has had a nice and safe holiday break. Regardless whether you do or don't celebrate the holiday, I hope everybody is safe nonetheless. So, that being said, I would like to jump ahead to what's going on because it is getting late here and we are losing daylight. So what we have here is part of the fencing that we ordered to go ahead and put around the garden area, the market garden. We've been having some issue with deer biting the heads off of my sunflowers, leaving the stalks and biting the heads off. And they come and nibble on things here and there. So if we're going to be running a market garden, we're going to have to alleviate that. So we went ahead and got some of the fencing we need. We're going to need some more posts. We should have enough actual fencing. But I only ordered like 25 posts, and doing the math at 6 feet a post or whatever, I've only got enough for 150 feet. So we're going to have to fix that. But kein problem. But with that being said, let's go ahead and move over here. This area is a little bit junky because we've got bags and bags. We had like 3 giant pallets stacked sky high with mulch. And I got a lot of that mulch distributed. And I went around and dropped off some of the other mulch in the other spaces that they need to be. And these beds are just night and day now. They look so much better now. These are the beds that had gotten ruined originally. When I got that bad soil from Lowe's, I can go ahead and say the name. It's not that big a deal, but yeah, we got some bad soil from them, or at least from the a company that had it bagged through them. Whatever, I don't know. Anyway, long story short, we had to till our no-dig beds up and come up with a different method. So these beds are actually going to be a combination of a no-dig bed with a deep mulch bed. All the compost and everything is under here. But to suppress the weeds, we went ahead and did just a super deep mulch layer. I think that's like 4 or 5 inches of mulch. So we should not be seeing any weeds. And we went ahead and hooked up the drip irrigation system. All these beds are irrigated through drip irrigation, so we don't have to come out here and keep watering these manually. However, what I did do is I put quick connects on all these lines to make it a little bit versatile. So if I do need to come over here and like spot water or treat an area that for some reason is a little drier than I'd like it to be, I can go ahead and disconnect that quick connect. And we have over here a hose with a quick connect release too, so I can put different attachments on. This line actually is dedicated to that hose, but on all the ends of the beds there are hoses with that quick connect and quick release, just so we can water on spot if need be. But yeah, these are all deep mulch now. You can see the irrigation system. It's shut off now, but it's doing what it's supposed to do. It's getting it really nice and wet down there at the bottom of the mulch, and keeping those weeds suppressed. So it's doing well. Went ahead and deep mulched this weed bed. It was horrible. If you saw the last video, you saw how horrible it was. This is night and day compared to how it was. We've got drip irrigation running through this as well. So over here are my containers. So what I'm going to do is, for now, I'm just going to go ahead and leave these containers here to finish out what we've got. We've already harvested the peas off of these right here. They didn't do super hot as far as height wise, but we did get quite a bit of peas out of those plants. So it was okay, I guess. This is all a test run this year anyway. This isn't what I expect the standard to be every year. These containers, again, aren't even going to be here next year. I did go ahead and put the drip irrigation just in the containers for now, just to go ahead and finish out what we are growing. We do have some potatoes and whatnot down here and all that, and I just want to go ahead and finish all this stuff out. But then, after that happens, we're going to go ahead and remove all these containers right here in this bed area is going to be mulched. So I have the mulch on that pallet on standby, just waiting until all the stuff finishes, and right before it gets cold out, I'll probably just when I should say when I get ready to prep these no digs, or not no digs, oh jeez, it's getting late and I'm tired. When I get ready to move these containers, I'm going to go ahead and prep them for the winter. And, I should say when I do prep them for the winter, I'm going to go ahead and put that mulch down then and get those containers out of the way. And we'll probably end up moving them somewhere else, because it's kind of fun doing the whole container garden thing. I really like it. These are peppers. Again, this whole field is drip irrigated. Here's the connect for it. Like I said before, we've got it set up with the quick connects on the end, so if for some reason I'm finding an area that I'd like to concentrate on water, or if I have to, if the mulch is excessively dry and I want to just wet the top layer down, I can just quick connect a hose right there and spray it down if I need to. And this is connected over here on that corner as well. And I've got these all done up by zones too. I've got a timer set up over there at the well. Everything is set up by zone, and I can adjust what I need watered and when I need it watered per zone. So this area right there, and hold on. No, that area is zone 1. This is zone 2. And that's like zone 3 down over there, whatever. But yeah, the peppers are doing very well. This is all wet down here from that drip irrigation. It's really doing what it's supposed to do. Actually, I didn't mulch this one as good as it needs to. That's why these bags are actually lined up right here, because we just did the initial layer here because we had some problems. We had to go through manually and like crawl around and try to mulch around the weeds to find the tomato plants, because I had seeded these and then weeds had taken over. But no big deal. We had to do it a little bit the hard way. But so we just got the initial mulch layer put down to at least suppress the weeds. Again, you can see the drip irrigation is doing what it's supposed to do. But my goal is to make it so you don't even see it getting wet like this. So we're going to go ahead, throw another layer of mulch over it, and get that all taken care of. And since we're over here, I'm going to go ahead and walk y'all through the tomatoes. These tomatoes are doing super duper good. We've got like 10, 12 different types of tomatoes growing right now. So we went and put some, what that white powder is bone meal. I put some on top of the mulch, and I put some blood meal on top as well, so when it rains it'll kind of go down in there and it'll slow feed the plants, because they're already doing very well. I just want them to continually be fed throughout their existence. So yeah, things are looking well over here. We got some really cool tomatoes growing. I can't remember which ones these are. I couldn't even tell you. I know these are the black strawberries over here. These are really cool looking. They're really neat. And there's some purple Cherokees over here too, but they're not blown up yet. I got a lot that's flowering and hasn't quite blown up yet. So here's the other area that still needs to be irrigated, or still needs to be mulched. Like I said, I've got all the mulch laid out. It's just going to be a matter when I get off work tomorrow. gonna have to come around all this stuff. This is arugula we've got growing right here. We've got some cabbage down at the end, and a bunch of other stuff, some spinach, this, that, and the other, all the way down. A couple separate crops, two different types of cabbage actually too. Yeah. But anyway, yeah. So this project is moving along. Um, Everything is working out very nicely. Uh, Phase one of our endeavors is nearing at least 75% completion. Our main goal was to get the infrastructure for the market garden in, and as you can see, it's coming along good. Everything is mulching out and looking well. So that part is mostly done. The next thing I really want to do is finish that chicken coop down there. I still got that press board on the outside. Again, I want to get that covered up. I was thinking about doing a couple things, but given the time and the other things that I need to try to get done before the end of the year, I think we're just going to go ahead and get some metal sheeting and just throw that on the side instead of trying to do the tie-back paper and the actual siding, because I do have a bunch of leftover siding. But again, it might just be quicker just to go ahead and throw those sheets up, the metal siding on the sheets. And let's see, one last thing. My wife's little area over here, she wanted to do some cantaloupe and some other things, so I set this up for her to where this is running off of the zone 4 drip line right here, and I went ahead and put a splitter right there and a quick release. So all she has to do, well, one, I'm gonna hook her drip irrigation up through that split right there, so we can irrigate right here, and eventually that irrigation is going to go all the way down. But for now, I want to get her started because I had some leftover irrigation, and got another hose here, so it'll be set up with a quick connect so where it'll irrigate itself. But again, if she wants to come over here and get her strawberries and her lemongrass and her other stuff, she can just go ahead and take this quick connect, pull it off the edge of the drip, and spray this down. Yeah, the other day we were down over here at the fire pit, and I wanted to make some more wood ash to replace the wood ash that we'd used in the compost. So we ended up having a little bonfire the other day. Had some people over. It was a good time. Had our neighbors over, and now I have some wood ash down in there to replace what I used before, and it made a tiny dent in that massive pile of wood I have to cut or to get ready for the winter and get put on those racks over there. But with that being said, stay encouraged, people. Things get kind of hard when you're doing all these things. I don't have anybody out here helping me for the most part. My wife will come out every now and then and help, but it gets rough. And sometimes, it's like, wow, why am I doing all this? I could just be sitting back, relaxing, licking lollipops and thinking about rainbows, but in the end, this will all be worth it. Stay motivated, stay positive, and keep it moving, people. I'm looking forward to see how this all turns out in the end. And hold on, one more thing. Let's check and see if these motion lights are actually going to work. Are they working? I put these solar motion lights in. I don't know if they're quite ready yet. Put those in today to kind of ward off some of the animals until I can get that fence off and put up. But yeah, whatever. Like I was saying, I apologize for the rant. Like I say, I am very tired. I must have moved at least 100 bags of mulch in 100-degree weather today. So yeah, I'm a little bit out of it, but I felt like I should go ahead and show, a little bit of the progress that we've made so far. So until next time, people, stay positive, stay motivated, and keep it moving. This is Jay, and I am out of here.